Now, the EFF has called on all schools to be shut down on Monday, but it seems this was an exercise in futility. The 20th of March is an official school holiday anyway, as Human Rights Day falls on a Tuesday. Let's find out if schools will be protected from vandals from Matakanye Matakanya from the National Association of School Governing Bodies. Thank you very much, sir, for your time here on eNCA. Just first of all, what have you decided as parents in terms of what happens on Monday, particularly when it comes to a group such as matriculants who usually go to school anyway during weekends and public holidays?
Good morning, and all the listeners of eNCA. As you are aware or not aware that in terms of academic calendar, Monday is a holiday based on that Tuesday is Human Rights Day. So the Department of Basic Education has extended that, and that calendar we were part of when it was decided that we extend the holiday, we extend the long weekend based on the day that I've already mentioned. Of course, 21, it will be a holiday. So now you are talking of the grade 12s. Grade 12s, generally, they're extending their academic activities more or less all the Saturdays. So the Saturday has passed and the grade 12s have been there, have been at the school, they've been taught. But then everybody will be on holiday. They will not be able to go to school on Monday, whereas their teachers, the staff in the school have gone to a holiday, because this holiday, most of the workers have planned for it. So people who want to travel to other provinces, they would have they would have left on Friday, and Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They'll come back on Monday. No, they'll come back on Tuesday to start the school on Wednesday. So I think the planners were careful enough that they must not disrupt schooling. They knew that Monday is an extended holiday based on the 21st. And therefore, we are happy that schools are not disrupted. As people are saying, schools will be closed. Schools will not be closed. As according to the academic calendar, there is no school on Monday.
Yeah. All right. So the EFF saying that schools should be shut down on Monday was actually, there was actually no point in that statement then, because schools were going to be shut down anyway. We heard from Elijah that this was a calendar from 2 years ago. But as parents and as stakeholders in education, will you be, speaking to parents as the SGB to make sure that community members and parents are protecting schools from any vandalism if it does occur at any point? Because usually during protests, you know that sometimes schools do fall victim.
Of course, anytime when schools are closed, then there will be people who are looking after those schools. Well, as much as you know, in Gauteng particularly, there will be continuously vandalism. Probably, I don't know, it will be people who organize that, or it will be people who are taking advantage of the activity and come into the school and break the schools. That is not so. But however, every time when schools close, then there are people who are looking after the school. And I think the community at large has already been sensitized that these schools are no more state schools. These schools are public schools. These schools are theirs. If there is any person who comes and vandalizes the school, then he's vandalizing his own property. And therefore, or if this person comes from outside the community, then that person will not be allowed to come and vandalize that school. We know that people are not working. and they see school as centers of crime. They see school as centers of market and all those things. But then I think the communities, the parents are becoming aware. The mindset has already been changed, and these schools are no more state schools. They are public schools. They are taking care of those schools, let alone the police, let alone the soldiers and all of it. Because we don't want soldiers, we don't want police in our schools, so that our children must learn free. But the community and some of the people who are working there will take care of the school.
And your message to parents and pupils who want to participate on Monday?
Come again?
Your message to parents and pupils who would like to participate in the national shutdown on Monday?
Well, the message that I want to give to the parents and community there is that we are living in a democratic South Africa. So everybody in South Africa is protected by the Constitution. And the Constitution talks about the right to privacy, the right to movement, the right to protest, the right to do all those rights. And we are saying to the parents out there and the community, they must also exercise their right. And nobody will come and intimidate them when they exercise their right. So it is time that South Africa must test the Constitution, whether it's functional or not functional, because it talks about the right of individual. So individual has got the right to do what he or she wants to do. And that's what we are saying to the parents. So they should not really be intimidated. They must know that if they are intimidated, they intimidate the Constitution of South Africa. We are living in a democratic South Africa where the rule of law based on the Constitution is exercised.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for speaking to us here on eNCA. That was General Secretary of the National Association of the School Governing Body, Matakanye Matakanya.